Let's just get ourselves physically warmed up a little bit, especially for those of you who are in South London, who's being battered by wind and rain. Just moving your shoulders, rolling them around a little bit. You can also do one at a time and backwards. And just tilt the head to the side, tilt the head to the side, and look over the shoulder, and over the other shoulder, and back to the other shoulder, and back to the other shoulder, and chin on sternum. Just let it hang there for a little bit. Feel the weight of the head pulling the neck muscles into a really lovely lengthened state. We always want the back of the neck to be lengthened when we're singing. It's very important. Let's just take a nice deep breath in through the nose and just sigh it out. As you do that, I just want you to think about dropping your jaw and letting those muscles really relax as you breathe out. So breathing in and out. Really stretching those muscles. And again, in and out. You can even do it with your hand. So we're just going to do a little, while you're sitting down, or if you're standing up, that's also okay. We're just going to do a couple of twists, upper body twists. So keeping your feet and your hips still and sort of straight ahead of you. You're then going to twist your upper body around and go to the other side, all the way through. Again, other side. Try and go a little further each time. Then the other side. And now for added effect, look back at the camera. And that's your best selfie. And the other way. And look back at the camera. There you are. So you're sort of giving yourself a bit of contrapposto. Do you know what contrapposto is? Okay, good. It's an art history term, really, rather than a musical term. But well, counterpoint, I guess, is a musical term too. Yeah. Okay. What was the other thing I wanted to do? Oh yes, the half moon. So we're going to put our hands up like a little prayer above our head. Very nice. And then you're just going to lean to one side and take a breath and exhale as you come in. Come back up. Other side, breathing in and exhale on the way up. Good. We can also do a couple more of those. And out. And in. And out. We can also just continue the twisting idea a little bit by thinking of ourselves as an egg beater. Good. Relax the arms down. Just give your shoulders a little roll. Good. Okay. We've got. Okay. So we're also going to just do a little bit of vocal stuff now. So make sure that you're all muted. Yes, you are. Thank you very much. You're just going to go ma 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 ma. Here we go. Ma 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 ma. Ma, 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 Spend a little bit more time on the m and let the m really sit in your lips. Don't just get onto the vowel. Let's enjoy that feeling of the resonance in the face. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, ma, ma. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Ma, 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 ma. Last one. Ma, 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 ma. Good stuff, good stuff. Just really about gently starting the voice to move around. We're going to go I, E, O, A. Okay, so it's the Italian vowels, A, E, I, O, U, back to A. I, E, O, U. 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 Really careful not to let the oo sit so far in the back of the throat that your tongue retracts. Yes, always thinking about the tip of the tongue as being bottom of your front teeth. Don't let it pull back. The oo wants to do that. Oo always wants to pull the tongue backwards. Doesn't have to. The tongue can still stay in the front. So we go. I, E, O, U, I, E, O, U, I, E, O, U, I, E, O, I, E, O. As we go higher, it starts getting more difficult to keep the tongue forward, but really just keep focusing on that. I, E, O, I, E, O, I, E, O, I, E, O. Okay? Nice exercise, like it? I like quite doing the English version of it as well, just as a way of getting the mouth moving. It's a great way of demonstrating why Italian vowels are so nice to sing, because they are in one position, whereas A, E, I, O, U is all over the place. It's like you're chewing a bumblebee. So here we go. A, E, I, O, U, 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 just gives you an idea of how much more fluid your mouth has to be when you're singing in English. Makes it harder. Good stuff. We're also just going to do a little exercise that I learned on Monday night. Bella signora, bella signora, bella signora, bella signora, bella signora, bella la, signora, bella signora, bella signora, last one, bella signora. Okay, good. All right, I think we've got enough warming up on the go there. Let's move on. Let's move on. So first of all, we're going to look at loneliness of evening. This is the last week of Rodgers and Hammerstein, and I've been very, very disciplined and not included King and I, which is my favorite Rodgers and Hammerstein, but I thought I'd be very self-indulgent by making you sing the King and I all the time. So I didn't include it at all. But this is a number that was cut from South Pacific. It was reintroduced into the stage show, but also when Cinderella was made for television in the 60s, I guess, Rodgers and Hammerstein decided, well, Rodgers did at the time, he decided he would put this number in. And I think it's rather lovely, actually. I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll, sorry, page turn not working, hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love come home to me? Okay, does that ring bells? Does anybody remember that tune? I think it's very beautiful. It has a lovely sort of in Cinderella, it's sung by the prince while he's looking for Cinderella in the woods. After they met at the ball, he's now looking for her in the woods. I wake in the loneliness of sunrise. Sorry, it's a strange note there. So, I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll still hear some word on you. Hear some word from you. Can't read English today. Let's do that again. So just from the entrance, 1, 2, 3. I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver-flaked sea, and ask the moon, how soon will my love come home to me? So musically, those two are almost exactly the same. The next little section is a sort of bridging section, and in this version there is actually a duet happening, where Ella joins in. So we're actually going to sing Ella's line, and it goes, I have found my angel, rather than she's an angel. Oh, sorry, no, sing the words she's an angel. I have found, how it goes, I have found her, she's my angel, with the dust of the stars in your eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's talking me back to the skies. Okay, we'll look at that little section again. So let's go from that little bit. I have found her. She's my angel, with the dust of the stars in your eyes. Sorry, no, that's wrong. I'm reading two lines at the same time here. So, with the dust of the stars in your eyes, we are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. I lie in the loneliness. And there's a little key change there. But let's go back and just see if we can put that little section together with a bit of accompaniment now. So, I have found her, she's my angel, with the dust of the stars in your eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and he's taking me back to the skies. I lie in the I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver-flaked sea, and ask the moon, how soon will my love come home to me? Will my love come home to me? It's a pretty song, but it's very complicated. I was practicing it earlier and it sounded a lot better than that, I'm sorry. The pressure of performance has made it made it a little difficult to play. The key change is rather lovely. The key change makes everything really, really quite tricky. Let's go. Would you like to just try running it once all the way through? Good. I wake in the loneliness of sunrise, when the deep purple heaven turns blue, and start to pray as I pray each day, that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on the silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love come home to me? I have found her, she's my angel, with the dust of the stars in your eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and toss the moon, how soon will my love come home to me? Will my love come home to me? Bit of breath control needed there. It's a long note. Does anybody know the show? Did anybody see the original television production? It's all on YouTube. The next song we're going to have a little look at is No Other Love. And this is from the musical called Me and Juliet, which is also from the sort of 1950s, Hammerstein and Rodgers stable. And it's a beautiful sort of love song, as you can imagine, from a show called Me and Juliet. And I don't know much about the musical at all. I've never seen it. This experience has been very good, actually, because it's made me go and look at Rodgers and Hammerstein songs that I was really keen to go for stuff that I hadn't heard before. You know, for the last couple of weeks, we've been looking at slightly more obscure songs, but I don't think they're any less beautiful. They just don't happen to be from shows that were that big. Does anybody recognize this song at all? And it did get into the pop charts. This song gets covered quite a lot in the 50s. I'm just trying to think of who I was listening to earlier singing it. But as per usual, I'm including a verse at the beginning, whereas most of the time this would have just been, the chorus would have been the No Other Love Have I. that's the song that everybody kind of would have heard on the records and stuff. They wouldn't have heard this beginning bit, which is how far away are you? How many lonely sighs, dear? How many weeping skies, dear? How far away are you? How long have I to go? How many moons to see, dear, till you come back to me, dear? When will I know? When will I know? No other love have I, only a love for you, only a dream we knew, other than love. Watching the night go by, wishing a love could be, watching the night with me. Into the night will cry, hurry home, come home to me. Set me free, free from doubt and free from longing into your arms I'll fly, locked in your arms I'll stay, when I hear you say, no other love have I, no other love. Ring bells? Some bells, mostly clangers. All right, well, let's look at the chorus. One of the things that I've recently read about is getting to a point of making sure that you start to do a bit of memorizing. It's important that you do a little bit of memorizing so that you start trying to remember lyrics rather than looking at them on the screen. So I thought I would just do a little bit of that with this chorus. No other love have I, only my love for you. Let's memorize that. You're not looking at the words, so don't share the lyrics anymore, Victoria. We're just going to try that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. No other love have I, only my love for you. Good. All right with that so far? Next line. Only the dreams we knew. Only the dreams we knew. No other love. So, only the dreams we knew. No other love is the second half of that little phrase. So, we're going to go from 1. No other love have I, only my love for you, only the dreams we knew, no other love. Got it? Did you remember that? Good, Good. I know that this sounds terribly babyish sort of stuff, but it's a great way of keeping your mind really active and healthy, is to do little bits of memorization on almost a daily basis. Try and do it as much as you can. It's just a way, it's a little bit like doing the Sudoku or the crossword puzzle, keeps your brain really nice and active. But it's using a different part of the brain. Memorizing is slightly different to puzzle solving. So it's giving another section of the brain a bit of a workout. So let's see if we can do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No other love have I, only my love for you. Only my dreams we knew. No other love. Good. Next line. Watching the night go by, wishing my love could be, watching the night with me, into the night we will. So let's go back. I've just realized I need to break that down again. So first line of the next section goes, watching the night go by. Watching the night go by. Wishing that I could be. Wishing that you could be. You could be, not I could be. Wishing that you could be. So let's put those together. Watching the night go by. Wishing that you could be. Then watching the night with me. Into the night I'll cry. Okay? Into the night I'll cry is the last phrase. Into the night I'll cry. Hurry home, come home. But after that, we won't worry about the lyrics anymore. I just want you to memorize that little one chunk. So let's go back and do it one more time. So from No Other Love Have I. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. No other love have I, only my love for you, only the dream we knew. No other love. Watching the night go by, wishing that you could be, watching the night with me. Into the night I'll cry. How did that go? Half and half? I think if we did this every week, you'd get better at it, I tell you. So I'm going to do a little bit of this every single time. I know it's dull, but I think it's very important. Also just, it's so much nicer. Do you know, the one song that Out of My Dreams and Into My Arms that we did last week and the week before, that song has stuck in my head for days and days and days. And the most frustrating thing is that I never remembered the words. So I just went and read them, just so that when I am singing it on my own, while I'm doing, silly things like stirring the bacon or whatever. Stirring the bacon? Stirring the pot. I don't know why I was stirring bacon at all. But while you're doing something else and the song is in your head, at least get the lyrics right. So that's what I did. Shall we go and revisit that song just now that I've mentioned it? Let's go to it. Out of my dreams and into my arms, I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to a waiting smile. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows, when the mist is snow and stars are breaking Then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you. Let's go from the top. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Out of my dreams and into the arms I long to fly. I will come when evening comes to woo a waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows, when the mist is low and the stars are breaking through, then out of my dreams I'll go into a dream with you. I won't have to make up any more stories. You'll be there. Think of the bright midsummer night glories we can share. Won't have to go chasing on daydreams. I'll have you. You'll be real, real as the white moon not in the blue. Out of my dreams and into my arms I long to fly. I will come as evening comes to a waiting sky. Out of my dreams and into the hush of falling shadows, when the mist is low and stars are breaking through, then out of my dream I'll go into a dream with you. Pretty little tune. You can imagine me waltzing around the kitchen, stirring the cassoulet. Won't have to go making up stories. You'll be there. Anyway, that's a lovely one. Let's have a little look at It Might As Well Be Spring. The things I used to like, I don't like anymore. I want a lot of other things I've never had before. It's just like Mother says, I sit around and mope, pretending I am wonderful and knowing I'm adored. I'm as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I'm starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I was somewhere else, walking on a strange new street, hearing words I never heard from a man I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a mountain lonely way that it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring. I'm as giddy, as restless as a willow in a windstorm. I'm as jumpy as a puppet on a string. I'd say that I had spring fever, but I know it isn't spring. I'm as starry-eyed and vaguely discontented, like a nightingale without a song to sing. Oh, why should I have spring fever when it isn't even spring? I keep wishing I was somewhere else, walking down a strange new street, hearing words I never heard from a man I've yet to meet. I'm as busy as a spider spinning daydreams. I'm as giddy as a baby on a swing. I haven't seen a crocus or a rosebud or a robin on the wing, but I feel so gay in a melancholy way, and it might as well be spring. It might as well be spring. Okay, shall we revisit all of them by going and singing along Sound of Music as well? Because then we've done all of our Rodgers and Hammerstein ones that we wanted to do this spell. So we'll do the Sound of Music as our last item. My day in the hills has come to an end. I know the stars come out to tell me it's time to go. But deep in the dark green shadows are voices that urge me to stay. So I pause and I wait and I listen for one more sound, for one more shining thing that the hills might say. The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills are alive with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears. My heart wants to beat like the wings of a bird. It rise from the lake to the trees. My heart wants to sigh like the chimes that flies from the church on the breeze. eyes, to laugh like a brook when it trips and falls over the stones in its way, to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills where my heart is lonely. I know I will hear what I've longed before. My heart will be blessed with a sound of music, and I'll sing once Thank you very much. Thank you, and I think that's all we have time for today. So